Good afternoon. By a show of hands, I would like to know how many of you know or think you know how you will achieve success in your life? Hands, hands, hands. Nice, all right. So for those of you who think you know how you will achieve success, you may be correct, but more likely than not, you're wrong. So in preparation for this talk, I actually searched the keyword success in the books category on Amazon. And I was returned with more than 616 hits. You know what that means? Around 170,000 books have been written on success alone, just the ones accessible on Amazon. This can give us one conclusion. Success cannot be achieved simply through reading any one of those books. Because if you could achieve success through reading any one of those books, we would all know that. We would all be successful. I wouldn't be here today, and life would be so easy. But it's not. And here's why. In the pursuit of success, people go left and right, up and down, indecisive upon the path that they will take. We are told that education is the key to success. We are told that if we wish to be successful, we must strive to achieve high grades in high school, enroll into a top-tier university, graduate with high marks in a major that will allow you to get a decent job, and then escalate up the corporate ladder and start making a six-figure salary. That is what we are told is success. We are told, I was once told, that you cannot achieve success if you major in a major like ancient world history or the liberal arts. These declarations of people who know it all remind me of a story about a certain figure, John Lennon. You see, while he was growing up, John Lennon was always told by his mother to be happy. Very simply, success for his mother was John being happy. So when John was 5 years old, this 5-year-old child, very wise, he was asked by his teacher to write an assignment detailing what he would like to be when he grew up. And you know what John answered with? Happy. Very simply, John Lennon wanted to be happy. So the teacher, as characteristic of many of the people in our societies, said, no, John, you misunderstood the assignment. And 5-year-old John Lennon replied with, no, you don't understand life. And so it is with that premise that we continue and ask the probing question, what is success and how do we achieve it? In the pursuit of success, we are often told that career excellence is the success. But that could be quite the fallacy. You see, to answer the question, what is success, you can very easily answer it with one statement. Success is personal. Success is the realization of personal fulfillment, and therefore, it cannot be quantified by anyone but its achievers. So, for example, if your dream, your aspiration, your personal fulfillment is to become an astrophysicist in the future, or to enroll into Harvard University, or to fit in those pair of pants that are 2 sizes too small, how will you achieve your success? How will you achieve your personal fulfillment? So, you will achieve this personal fulfillment through short goals and purposes. Short term. Instead of setting an aim that is in the future, a long-term aim that you just work hard towards achieving, or that you follow in the steps that society told us we should follow, you set short-term aims and purposes that are the guidelines around which your life revolves. So, short-term aims and purposes will culminate in your success. These short-term aims and purposes will lead to other purposes, and those will lead to your final success. So, when conversing about short-term aims and purposes, I commonly think, as I'm a fanatic of history, of this figure of American history, Andrew Carnegie, who quite easily, we can say, revolutionized American industry. This man, Andrew Carnegie, moved with his family at the age of 13 years old from Scotland to Pennsylvania in the United States. This was in 1848. So Andrew Carnegie moves there, and he's working at this factory for $1.2 a week. Not an hour, not a day, $1.2 a week. But Andrew Carnegie instilled within himself a purpose. Andrew Carnegie wanted to succeed. So Andrew Carnegie took on these short aims and purposes, and he escalated from positions of lower prestige to greater prestige. Within 1 year, Andrew Carnegie graduated to the role of a telegraph messenger. 2 years later, Andrew Carnegie became a telegraph operator in the United States. Now look, he had come to the United States at age 13. By age 16, he was already at a high-level managing role. At the age of 18, he had gained a position at the Pennsylvania Railroad, and by age 21, he was a superintendent of the Pennsylvania Railroad. That makes me think of one thing. He achieved what he wanted to achieve. He had a purpose. He used short-term goals and purposes to achieve his success, his own personal fulfillment. So, I may ask you, was Andrew Carnegie successful? With raising your hands, do you think Andrew Carnegie was successful? Perhaps. The answer, if you look at history, is no, he wasn't. Because Andrew Carnegie was not satisfied with the way that he led his life. Eventually, after becoming one of the greatest steel tycoons in American history, after revolutionizing American industry, Andrew Carnegie gave up his business and his life for pursuing a different type of life, philanthropy. Andrew Carnegie went on to creating some of the greatest libraries in the United States, as well as the founding of the Carnegie Mellon University, as well as forming many, many institutions for learning across the entire United States. So now I ask you again, after Carnegie pursued this different type of success so that he can achieve his own personal fulfillment, was he successful? The answer is, of course, we said it's a personal fulfillment. So if he was fulfilled, then that is his own choice, and he had become successful. But from what I know about history, yes, he must have achieved this personal fulfillment because he pursued what he loves. He pursued his passion. So, how do you find your own personal fulfillment? How do you know what you want to do to become successful? Here is where society may tell us that, you must become an engineer or a doctor or a CEO of a company. But then I answer with, no, you don't. You must pursue what you love. You must pursue something that you have a passion for. Something that you're willing to spend the rest of your life doing. Something that you love. If you can take on that role and do that for the rest of your life, then you will likely achieve success. Because I have heard many stories of people that are rich, famous, prestigious, the three components that are told to us by society that you need to become successful. I've heard many stories about these people who are not happy. Why? They are not fulfilled. And that is why I tell you, success is the realization of personal fulfillment. So why do we not do like John Lennon and take happiness as the foundation to our success? And why do we not do like Andrew Carnegie and take on short aims and purposes to achieve our fulfillment, our success? My name is Abdurrahman Kharbat, and this is my message. Thank you.